to me, it sounds like it's a spiritual gift, that you have a special spiritual gift. We all have this gift, but there's something that you have profoundly within you. Can you tell me, are you actually hearing a voice, or is it just a feeling or a sense, intuitive message that you get from animals?
Well, I'd like to respond to the first thing you said first about a spiritual gift. That's always so kind when somebody says to me or other communicators, "Oh, you have this great gift. Thank you for using it." And that's certainly not an offensive thing to hear, but I really like to frame telepathic animal communication, for those of us who are fluent in it. And I like the word fluent. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Even more than
Language. Yeah.
skilled, though it does take some skill development. I don't see it as a gift,
Mm-hmm.
though I'm very grateful that I have been able to do it all these years with so many people. That's a gift to me. But
Mm-hmm.
being able to do it, to me, doesn't feel like a gift. It's a natural ability that we all have,
Mm-hmm.
Now, saying that, um, we could also, you know, all take tennis lessons, but we aren't all going to be Serena Williams. I'm not very athletic myself, so I definitely wouldn't be. So, even with things we can all learn, there might be, I'd like to say there may be some of us who came to this lifetime predisposed to learning it.
Right. Yeah.
So that much I would say about myself and probably some other communicators too. But your question about, do I hear things or how does that work? It depends. And when I teach animal communication, I'm always very careful. And I hope everybody will hear this as you practice on your own, continually, as you're doing now or later. Telepathic information comes in lots of different ways. I do hear a lot of words, and my own theory is that when animals are willing to speak to us with words, that's because they're so kind and so intelligent that they learn our language so they can talk with us. We're learning telepathy, and they're learning our words. But the heart of telepathy, and this really goes to your question, isn't really words. Like, we humans are helped by words, and I love our languages. I mean, the language of speech, the language of writing is just, so powerful to help us communicate with each other as humans. So I'm not against words, but in telepathy, what we've learned over time is that the real heart of telepathy is not words, but it's feelings and images/energy. I have so many memories of being with the whales, for instance, where I'll be in the water with the whale and we're having a conversation, and they'll tell me like a whole story. And if we timed it, it'd be like a minute long at the most. And then when I go to tell other people about it, it takes me 10 or 15 minutes to explain it. That's the telepathy is so elegant. And, one little example of this, to try to explain it, is that as humans, if we walk into a room and one of our loved ones is sitting there without a word being spoken, and even without looking at their body language or analyzing their body language, we might just be able to feel the energy that, wow, they're really happy, or they're really upset or uptight about something without a word being said.
Right.
Part of that is telepathy. It's being able to open ourselves to our intuition. In fact, telepathy is really just an extension of intuition that's used very specifically to communicate.
So naturally, we have this, I like that you corrected me that this isn't a spiritual gift. This is natural. This is who we naturally are.
Exactly.
And it's the blocks, like we have blocks in our heart, or we don't trust our intuition. And so those are the blocks that keep us from being able to communicate with people and animals.
Yeah.
And so really it's just a matter of being an open heart.
Exactly. Exactly. And I really believe that for those who want to communicate, and I know people who desperately want to learn to do it, and they think, oh, well, can I learn? Well, yes, we can all learn. And sometimes people ask me, well, what do I need to learn? Well, if our relationship with animals holds the energy of empathy and respect and love, and if we are willing to see ourselves as soul peers with the animals, knowing that physically we're very different, but that at the level of the soul, we're the same. If we believe that and have those other feelings toward them, those other qualities, it makes it so much easier. Now, there is some skill involved in learning. And I will say, for people who want to learn it, read the books, find a great teacher, and make sure that when you're learning through a teacher or in some or a mentor or whatever, you find a way where you can practice with feedback. Because like most skills, practice is needed and feedback is needed to develop the skill.